This is a 20 millimeter armor piercing, and also judging by the silver tip, incendiary. You can tell it's armor piercing by how incredibly magnetic the tip of it is. And you see this is a legitimate magnet because it literally says magnet on it. And as you can see, it's definitely very magnetic. So this has definitely got some sort of iron or steel in it. Unfortunately, this round that I have is not live. As you can see, there's no primer. This is a 50 BMG for size comparison. Just dwarfs it. Of course, this is pretty much dwarfing everything. I still am trying to wrap my head around the fact that they actually make rifles that shoot this. Now, of course, like any of these videos where it's something that, you can't really tell the size good on the video, I have plenty of size comparisons set out for you. 50 BMG, of course, show you how much bigger it is, because it's quite a bit bigger. And also, one thing I did notice, I'll go ahead and show it now, as you can see you might be able to see it, whether the camera focuses or not, but it actually has the markings you would see typically stamped on the head on the side. I didn't know why they did that, but because most cases have some sort of head stamping. If I grab a 12 gauge shell, you can kind of see it, or 45 ACP, that they actually do have a head stamp. This one does not. It's actually got it written on the side, which is kind of interesting. Now let's continue on. So the first comparison I have is a 2.5 inch hard drive is what I believe this is. So if you don't know anything about guns and you still want a size comparison, you may or may not have seen these. These are used in laptops primarily. As you can see, it's just huge. I mean, you can't really, it's kind of hard to tell on video, but this thing is just a mammoth. I can't believe people actually shoot this out of a rifle from their shoulder. That would kill me, because I'm kind of a wimp, I'm not very strong at all. But anyway, here's a regular 3.5 inch hard drive. So you can see how big it really is. That's quite enormous, I think. Anyway, I've got some other size comparisons here for those of you that actually shoot quite often. It's a standard sized 1911. I still think that they should be chambering 1911s in 20 millimeter. I think this would be a great handgun cartridge. Of course, I'm kidding. If you shot this out of a handgun, for one thing, as you can see, the round is so incredibly large, you wouldn't have any barrel room unless the barrel was like 10 feet long, and also the fact that it would probably break your wrist and smack you in the face as well would be a bit of a problem. But regardless of that, it might be a good handgun caliber. Again, kidding. Here's a 45 ACP case right next to it. Again, everybody on the internet who thinks 45 ACP is the best caliber in the entire world, no, especially for handguns. No, it's not. 20 millimeter is. Of course, 20 millimeter is not a handgun cartridge, but it just makes it look so tiny. It makes everything look so tiny. It makes 50 BMG look small, and everybody knows how powerful 50 BMG is. Seriously. Let's see, got some other size comparisons here. See, here's a 12 gauge shotgun shell. Again, not going to be shooting this out of a shotgun. The bullet itself won't even fit in a 12 gauge. As you know, my air-powered shotgun is 20 gauge, which is what the shell is here. Really? Absolutely not. And then, of course, 410. Couldn't forget 410. And a 12 gram CO2 cartridge. And see, I got some other things here. I've got my knife. This has a 3 1/4 inch blade. So again, size comparison. And also an iPhone 5. Most people have seen an iPhone at some point in their life, so this shouldn't be too much of a odd size. It's actually bigger by a lot. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. This was just a little bit of showing you about it, since quite a few people, well, I say quite a few, quite a few in comparison to some other videos. I actually watched the 50 BMG, so I figured, hey, I got this, so you know, maybe you'd want to see it. And this is a little bit more exotic than 50 BMG. You can pick up 50 BMG at Walmart. I mean, your local gun store. And Walmart, local gun store. Sorry, I can't help myself. Anyway, you can't pick this stuff up at Walmart. And I imagine that your local gun store doesn't sell it either, and you'd be hard-pressed to find it at a gun show. I mean, you might be able to. Somebody probably sells it. I don't know where you'd even find live ammunition. Like I said, this one's not live. This one's just a dummy round, but still really cool. I mean, the bullet is definitely real and in there. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you had a very nice day, and I will see you in the next video. And make sure you check out some of our other videos and continue hitting that like button and also subscribing and showing support. It really does help me. You way more than you think. I was so excited once we hit 20 subscribers, and you know, maybe we'll hit 30 in the near future. And gosh, I'm gonna have to find something better than the last two videos. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. Have a very nice day.